This is Foxboro's Fortress, your home for all the latest on the New England Revolution. Brought to you by Leading Lights, LLC. Hello, and welcome back everyone to Foxboro's Fortress, your home for all the latest on the New England Revolution. Again, I'm Cecil, Kenney.
And I'm Raphael Babchuck.
Today, we'll break down that surprising Columbus Crew win, or the Revs won against the Columbus Crew. Along with looking ahead to that Charlotte match coming up this week.
Big thanks to our sponsor again, Leading Lights LLC, for sponsoring this episode. More on them later. For now, let's dive into this surprising match.
So,
yeah,
we won.
We won. That was
Surprising.
I'd say it's a little more than surprising. I did not expect a win at all. Let alone, I said last episode that I'd be happy with the draw. But not only that, I think in the first half, I think we took our chances. Apart from Langoni, who needs to learn how to put the ball in the back of the net. But I think we took our chances really well. I don't think we were the better team in that first half, but I still think we took our chances and did really well. We can talk about that second half later, which was, again, we'll get into what did Caleb Porter say at halftime. But we won the game, and, that's great. This is not just DC United, right? This is Columbus Crew.
Yeah. Chunkla started on the bench once again, which was, weird.
Weird.
Do we think he's out?
I think his exit is just his impending exit is really. I think it's gonna happen because if he's not starting this game, I mean,
he's a DP on the bench, and you've got just this weird situation. We had that Estudiantes rumor.
His post.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he leaves. It would be unfortunate.
Yeah, because I feel like you would want to start Chonk after Ganago did not play well versus LAFC, but then Ganago takes advantage of that and puts away a great finish from a great ball by Fofana. He sees the run, plays it through, and then Ganago puts in the back of the net, and that was our second goal. But our first goal was great. Carlos Hill dribbles the ball in, passes to Langoni, and then it just he gives it to Campana, and Campana kind of taps it in. So I thought that was great. And then we had that chance at the end, not at the end, but I think in that 30th minute where Langoni was through on goal, one-on-one. He could have taken a dribble past the keeper and he decides to shoot it. It is saved. If he put that goal, the game is wrapped up.
Yeah.
But then at the end of that game, we were still worrying that they could score an equalizer.
Yeah, that was... Luka needs to put that away.
Yeah, I don't think there's any excuses for that.
It's just not... You can't say much about that. If he takes a touch around, sure, the defender could catch up to him. But remember, Luka is Luka. He's fast.
Yes.
We think.
I agree.
He should have the speed to, put that in the back of the net before the defender can, fully get to him. I also want to mention Alan Oyerwath was on the bench again for that match. Good to see him back with the squad.
Yeah.
Hopefully I've seen him getting some game time down in Revs 2. Hopefully, he can make his debut hopefully next week with
Matt Polster.
Matt Polster.
Suspended with that yellow card.
With yellow card accumulation.
Yeah.
But I don't believe he'll start, and I really hope he does start, but I don't think he will, and we are going to not talk about the other dude.
Who is going to start? Probably, which means Cecil, we're watching the game yesterday, and we were both watching the game.
So we had, when we heard it on the broadcast that he was suspended, no, I was looking at, I think it was Caleb Pongrat's tweet.
Yeah.
At, halftime or whatever. And we were just we had said it, and we're like, oh, that's going to be tough. And then 92nd minute, we're sitting there, and I'm like, wait, Raphael, Matt Polster's suspended next week. And we're like, and you're like...
Yeah, I'm like...
Yeah, and we're like, we take a second. He takes a second, he's like, No.
Yeah, there was an impending doom in both our voices. We were pretty scared for next match, which is going to be at home. We're going to be at the game, which is even scarier.
We're going to have to sit through that.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about him, though. Hopefully he can prove us wrong because he was supposed to be a better Matt Polster when we brought him in. So I think we did the math. I think he earns, what do you say, how much per game? It was I think he earns $18 a second, something like that for the games that he's been playing.
I don't know. It was a lot.
He's played 11 or 12 games.
It was $100K a match. It was
something
wild.
Crazy.
So I'm not invested in that math.
Yeah, but right now, I just want to focus on this win. I thought we weren't the better team, though. I thought, especially in that second half. But that first half, we managed to put away our chances. I think it was number 27. There was a ball in for Columbus, and it was one of the worst misses I've seen in recent times. It happened to be a throw-in after. If you want to go to the highlights, I think it was around 20th something minute, and then he crosses the ball in, and he takes it on the volley, and it somehow just doesn't. I don't even know the physics of that.
Just kind of goes.
Yeah, it just kind of goes. But I think, especially at the start, I was worried they were going to score immediately. Our defense did not look too great, but we took our chances, and it took Columbus till the 70th minute when their new signing to score off the bench.
They gave it to Gazdag.
Really, they gave it to Gazdag.
Gazdag got in front of it and tapped it in.
Wow, interesting. Wow,
he stole the goal.
He stole the goal from the debutante, which is fine because I don't really care. I care about the Revolution and great win.
Abu Dhabi.
Abu from
Ali.
Cairo, from
Abu Ali.
Al Ali.
Abu Ali.
Ali.
From Al Ali.
Al Ali.
Abu Dhabi.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I'll run over my, we have another episode real quick. Mini episode inside the episode.
Oh, yeah, mini episode, yes.
What did Caleb Porter say at halftime to make that happen?
Yeah.
Because I genuinely don't know what he could be saying at halftime to make us fall apart in the second half.
When we were doing great, like, when we were attacking, we had, like, 5 guys up. We were, like, playing well when we were going up to attack. And then, halftime, Caleb Porter says something in that locker room, and then we just don't do any of that in the second half. And then we kind of let Columbus kind of take over the game. We're lucky they only scored 1. They could have equalized the game a couple times at the end.
But Matt Turner.
Matt Turner, again, great. In every single game he's been playing so far, he's just been great. But I don't know what Caleb Porter does say at halftime. We should have like a documentary and just watch the halftime speech he gives to the team.
Can we like get someone in the locker room recording that? Like,
yes.
That'd be really helpful. Like, I just want to know what he's saying at halftime.
Yeah. Also, Apple TV? Somehow, someone has to find better broadcasters, because whoever was commentating on those games, I forget. It was 2 people, no idea what they were doing. It kind of made the game less interesting to watch because
I know. I feel like there could have been better commentary.
Let's just say the commentary could have been a little better.
I feel like it didn't have like the level of broadcasting that I was expecting. It was just like it seemed almost like shallow.
Yeah.
Like,
and then what made it worse was at the start of the game. I forget who it was. It was the lady who was commentating. I forget her name. She compared Columbus and New England to both teams who are trying to do better.
Yeah.
Like both teams who are similar.
Like how we're similar.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Where do we get that?
Where are we
how
similar?
are us and Columbus similar?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where she got that from, but that's it. I just want to tell Apple TV if you're listening.
Hey, hire us. We got you.
Yeah, we'll be amazing commentators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do great.
Yeah.
But yeah, my one good but one bad. It's actually a lot of goods and a lot of bads. Good, we won. Ganigo and Capana scored, and Fofana looked much better, and then Turner looked amazing, like always.
Yep.
Fofana though, where do you come from?
Yeah, Fofana's. Hopefully, you keep stepping up because that was great. That assist. That if it wasn't for that goal, we tied that game 1-1. I don't think we end up winning that game because we don't have the, I think they probably end up scoring an equalizer because we don't have the chance to really do anything. With that, because we needed the motivation. That was a great ball and a great finish by Ganigo. So, yeah, great by Fofana.
My bad is Polster suspended, which means
is playing.
Who shall not be named. What's the Harry Potter quote?
Yeah, he who shall not be named.
There we go.
Yeah.
He who shall not be named possibly plays. Hopefully he doesn't. Let's give Allen a shot, though,
Yeah, 100% get Allen a shot.
And that second half.
Yeah.
We still won though. We did hold on. We didn't like crumble like the Red Bull game.
Yeah.
But we let up a goal. I didn't really see much attacking, prowess in that one. It's just like in that second half, it was just like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I think Caleb Porter. I think every time at halftime is just like, let's hold on to the scoreline, even if we're losing at the scoreline.
Goal difference.
Goal difference.
Goal difference.
That's why he was so frustrated in the LAFC game. We let up that 1-0 loss to 2-0 loss. He was really concerned on holding on to that 1-0 loss.
Losing it in the locker room. Just like, what are we doing? I get that we lost, and I'm fine with that. But why?
Yeah.
Why do we let in that last second goal? The goal difference is going to tank.
Yeah. Oh, that's all he's focusing on. And then his presser after the game, he was concerned about, he was like, what is this? I think he said the atmosphere or some word. And he was like, I wonder why it's like this. I wonder maybe it's because we didn't win a game for 2 months. Maybe it's because we decided to, what did we won? I think 7 games down the season, maybe 8. Maybe it's because, you're not doing anything in the second half or you're not helping the players improve throughout the season. There could be a couple, things, but that's all for you, Caleb Porter. So
yeah, it's you.
He frustrated me even more in that conference and that thing, and then he tried to turn it on the fans, saying, "Oh, now we have to back the players because we win one game away." Doesn't change how we feel about Caleb Porter. All right, he wins one game away. Now he thinks, "Oh yeah, it's all me right now. We won away."
He is one of the best coaches to be in MLS, but not with the Revs.
Yeah, listen, he won two
MLS Cups.
Two MLS Cups. Portland,
but with the Revs,
Columbus,
he might be able to win 2 games. Like,
yeah. So, I mean, I hated how he turned it on the fans. He was like, we have to support the players. We've been supporting the players. We've not been supporting you. And he was talking about, oh, we shouldn't be chanting fire Porter. You know what? Even after this win, I still think we should fire Porter. I don't understand why he's still at the club even after this win.
Yeah. I think I give him 2 more games. If you not like 2 more like games, but like I think he wins 2 more games in the season.
Okay.
At most,
I'd agree.
And then he's out.
Yeah, I think he's out at the end of the season. I think we don't fire him before the season ends, but he's out at the end of the season.
Yeah, I think yeah. I'm gonna run through some stats real quick. Columbus actually dominated possession, 64-36.
Yeah,
which I think I saw that a bunch. Like Columbus had the ball a lot. We did have almost 2 expected goals. How many goals did we score?
2. We should have scored 3 with that Langoni miss, but that's okay.
Yup. The Columbus crew only had roughly 1.
Yeah.
So, doing stats back it up. They had 21 shots, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. We had 11. Yeah. So they had way more shots than us, especially in that second half, which, again, I don't know what we're doing in the second half. But then shots on target, we did, out of those 11 shots, have 5 on target. Well, Columbus only had 6. So that's better on us. And out of big chances, we had 4 and they only had 1. So if we had 4 big chances, we should have had 4 goals. We did not. I still think with our 2 finishes, Ganago finished away pretty well. I think Kapana kind of got a little lucky on his goal, but it was still towards the the corner of the net, which is okay. We ended up scoring.
Bad goal.
Yeah,
We
were so surprised after that first goal, and then after that second goal with Ganago, we looked at each other sitting on the couch like, what is going on? But hey, listen, we scored, we won, and that's all we needed. So 100%.
We had 4 big chances. They had 1. We probably could have capitalized on at least 1 more of those.
Exactly.
They had 6 on target. We had 5. So they didn't really do too much with their 21 shots compared to us.
We definitely did better.
But let's look at the subs. 3 subs. My highlight is Will Sands. Does he exist? I think after yesterday, we can confirm that he still exists.
That's true.
Why did he come in?
I don't know. He came in and impacted the game.
He wasn't bad.
Yeah, he was terrible, but he wasn't good.
Yeah.
So
it's like, all right.
Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a
nice job, Caleb Porter.
Yeah, okay. Caleb Porter really. I left when we were. I think it was 2-0. Maybe it was 2-1 at the point, and we decided to sub in. I think Tanner Beeson for Ganago because Caleb Porter. I think it was 2-0 at the time. He was like, "We're winning 2-0. Now we just defend."
Yep.
I don't see other teams when they're up 2-0 being like, okay, that's it. We're not doing anything else. Some teams do that.
That's it.
But I think if he's like, I don't understand that. We sub in Tanner Beeson for Ganago because he's like, that's the sub to make right there. And then after we do that, we still end up conceding a goal. So whatever tactics you're doing, Caleb Porter, keep it up,
Keep it up.
Because I still think for the goals, I think there's 0 credit to give Porter on those goals. Fofana saw a great run, and then Ganago finished. So I think that's no play given by Caleb Porter. And the other goal, Carlos Hill just passes a great ball to Langoni, and Langoni puts it into...
That's what Carlos Hill was doing before Caleb Porter.
So again, Caleb Porter, great job sitting on the bench and messing with your tactics board. The only thing I can credit Caleb Porter...
We saw the Columbus dude use the tactics board.
Did use the tactics board. He took something out of Caleb Porter's book.
And he scored a goal.
Yeah. Also, the last time we beat Columbus before this game, who was their manager?
Caleb
Porter. Maybe he's helping us all along. You never know. But, he's got to be better. Substitutions with that. I mean, Will Sands didn't really impact
I was really
too
hoping
much.
to see Allen, give him a shot.
I agree.
Give him his MLS debut, But,
maybe it's better to be next week at home. Maybe that's better.
That'd be great. Give him that atmosphere.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
For our predictions for the game.
We all predicted 1-0 Columbus.
Yeah, we all predicted 1-0 Columbus.
If we just take away those 2 Revs goals.
Exactly. If we just take away those goals. But from last week, we did Cecil's prediction. We did end up getting donuts. So
we have a video we'll show you of Us,
The
or
donuts.
You with the donut.
Yeah, the donuts.
Um,
But who's your man in the match?
Matt Turner.
Matt Turner.
Turner, the GOAT.
I think I'm gonna give it to Fofana
Yeah,
because I think
Fofana
it's a
had a good
big
game.
step up. I think he's the reason why we scored that second goal and the reason why I think we won the game. Defensively, he was still maybe a little shaky, but I think it was his best performance in a while, and I want to give him the man of the match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
Yeah, happy with the win. Let's keep it up, and we'll look ahead into our next game with Charlotte.
You sound like a player right there. Like,
Yeah.
happy with the win.
Happy with the win.
We'll look to the next match.
Yep.
Thank you. Like ending the post game presser. What?
Better than Caleb Porter. Better than Caleb Porter.
All right, we're gonna send it over to our sponsor of the episode, Leading Lights LLC.
Why do we deepen?
Unlock the power of your platform data with Leading Lights, experts in transforming raw numbers into compelling benchmarks. Leading Lights helps a variety of companies turn insights into engaging stories that drive growth. Elevate your brand with data-driven content that captivates your audience and sets you apart from the competition with Leading Lights. Visit their website at leadinglights.io to see how you can transform your platform data. Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Foxboro's Fortress, your home for all the latest on the New England Revolution. Again, I'm Cecil Kenney.
And I'm Raphael Babchuck.
And we are now going to dive into that Charlotte FC match. Look ahead.
Yeah.
So, they're doing all right. They're a decent side. We beat them earlier on this year.
Yeah, in surprising fashion.
Yeah,
1-0 away from home.
Luca Langoni.
Yeah.
Scoring that goal. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
That's
back when we thought the Revs had a chance.
No.
Yeah.
And we never had a chance.
But that was back when we believed in the middle half of the season. We kind of believed for a second when we changed formations.
Yeah.
And then Caleb Porter decided to use his spin on the team. But we can talk about that later.
Charlotte currently sits 7th in MLS, 44 points to their name, club.
Yeah. Football club, yeah.
14 wins, only 2 draws, but 11 losses. 14 wins is pretty good. We have 8 wins.
So we are one more loss than Charlotte, which is kind of crazy to think of. But then we also have way more draws. So it evens out with the points. They're 7th. We are currently 11th in the thing, but we are still waiting for Charlotte FC's game today against the New York Red Bulls. That is a big match, especially for us. If we want to make the playoffs, we need Charlotte to actually win this game.
Yeah.
If we have a chance, which I still do believe we do not. But if I have a little hope in me, we still need Charlotte to win today against Red Bull. By the time this comes out, you will already know the result. Hopefully it's in favor of the Revs. But yeah, we're looking at this Charlotte game coming up, and it's going to be a tough one, even if it's at home. We weren't expecting a win away in this middle of the season, I'd say. But now we're at home, just coming off a win against the Crew. So this is going to be a really interesting game to watch.
Yeah. The Revs have basically been deadlocked into 11th place last forever.
Yeah.
We are we have 31 points. Toronto, who's behind us, have 23, and above us is Chicago with 39. So we are practically deadlocked into 11th. We've been deadlocked into 11th since forever.
Yeah, since a while.
It's been multiple matches. It's been a lot of matches, and we have not moved from 11th place. Which, doesn't give me a lot of hope. We win, 11th place. Hey, we lose, 11th place. Hey, we drew a game, 11th place. Hey, guess what? We went on a 12-match winning streak. Guess what place we're in? 11th.
11. There's not really any hope. This is the position Caleb Porter's got in the team, and this is the position our team's gotten the team in, and this is the position that we have to, if we want to make the playoffs, we have to fight from.
Yeah.
So, especially against Charlotte, very good team, who were first place at the time when we beat them. Now they've obviously dropped to 7th. So, yeah, there's a couple players that we want to bring up who are incredibly good.
Well, first I want to bring up their moves that they made this window. At the beginning of the window, they brought in Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy on loan from Montreal to help out with, what is he, a fullback? Yeah, left back. He's been starting there. He started a few matches.
Yeah.
And then they brought in, for that side, left back, Harry Toffolo, former Nottingham Forest fullback. He also played for Huddersfield Town, Lincoln City, Millwall, Norwich. He's been everywhere.
Yeah.
And, he's a good player. He's 30 now. But their big move was bringing Archie Goodwin, the 20-year-old Australian forward. who hopefully can provide them. He was with Adelaide United in the A-League. He scored just about once every 2 games, which is actually pretty good.
Let's just say it's better than the New England right now.
Yep. Yeah. And they brought him for 1.9 or 1.8. Sorry. He's a good striker, so I'd expect things out of him. They also brought in Drake Callender, which I thought was a surprising move. They have a decent keeper, and then they also sent away. We already talked about them sending away Ajiman. They also sent Jalan Forbes over to the USL Championship, but they also their biggest move of the window was selling Adlison Malanda to Middlesbrough for $7.2 million.
Good profit from that.
Yeah, and then they got him back on loan.
That has
some
to
good
be
business.
Some sort of illegal something right there. That's pretty crazy. Got him back on loan.
Some good business right there.
Pretty good business. That's for sure. So they've been doing a lot in this window recently. So they've
been busy. Yeah. And I think they definitely made their team better.
100%.
And so it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough game. I want to bring up Idan Toklamati, the Israeli forward for them. 7 goals, 2 assists, 23 matches, only 21 years of age. He just turned 21 this month. He's a good player, you know.
Yeah, he's great.
He kind of broke out this year. He's just a very good player, and I think he's gonna do well. And then I think we'll see Harry Toffolo's starting debut against the Revs. He played last week 23 minutes or 12 minutes, something around there. I think we might see him play a little bit more off the bench this week. Nice when you dropped your phone there.
Just drop the font mob.
Drop the font mob. And then, you got, if he plays today against Red Bull, I think we'll see, I think we'll see him starting against the Revs.
Yeah.
He's going to be a tough guy to get. As a former Premier League fullback, it's always going to be a challenge. Who's your guy to look ahead to?
I think I brought him up in the first game that we played against. I'm going to say Wilfred Zaha. 7 goals, 5 assists so far in the season. He's such a great player. Right now on Charlotte. Was on Lyon Galatasaray. He's on Crystal Palace for a while, since 2014. He was at Man United for the 2013-2014 season. From the Ivory Coast. He's just an awesome player, especially to watch him dribble the ball. He's great. He's going to be really tough when we're playing. He's going to be on the wing. Matching against, I'd probably say Eli Feingold on that right-hand side. So it's going to be a tough battle for him against Wilfred Zaha, because he's just a great player. But it's also going to be great to watch for us fans, because he's an awesome player, and I don't think people talk about how good he is. And if his caliber of players keep coming to the MLS, and they're not even talked about as often as they should be, I think it's good for the league as well.
Yeah. We shut him down last time.
We did, 100%.
So
and that's, I think, a reason why we won.
Hopefully we can do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
I think it was due to Eli Feingold as well.
Let's just see
playing well.
Let's just see Luca Langoni put another one in the back of the net.
Yeah, hopefully he scores in the back of the net.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be cool in the game. I think in this game against Charlotte, we could see the debut of Dor Tujiman for the Revs. Yeah, we could see him.
That's early.
Yeah, hopefully I think we could see him, because I think we need him, especially even though we scored in these past 2 games. Obviously we're going to talk about him a little bit later on, but I hope I'm kind of being on the more like, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think he might make the bench. I don't know if he will, but right now I think he would be a great help, especially against the Charlotte side for sure.
Yeah, he definitely would help, especially with our attacking depth.
Yeah, attacking depth.
Dropping Luis Diaz and Maxi Rudy from the squad entirely, and only having Chunk off the bench with him possibly leaving. Possibly leaving. So
we could see him.
I don't think we see him until at the minimum against Chicago on September at earliest against Chicago on the 6th. I expect him though for the Toronto match on the 13th. It's a bit of a commute, and then it's just like getting visas and stuff. Yeah. Getting accustomed to the squad. I don't think we see him until the 13th, but earliest I think we see him the 6th. It's gonna be a stretch for this week though.
Yes, I agree. It's a stretch, but hopefully we do see him.
Scores.
Prediction of the game.
I'll go first.
We didn't do that great last game. We, LFC Daniel and us two both predicted a 1-0 loss to Columbus for the Revs, which does not occur. So if we want donuts again, we gotta focus on this one. Yeah, what do you think about this game?
I feel like Charlotte, it could be a similar situation as this Columbus match.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's gonna be interesting to see the home environment, and just how Charlotte comes out playing. They're a good side. I feel like it's just a Columbus situation. I think it's just gonna swing the other way though. I think Charlotte's gonna win this one. I think it's gonna be. Let's give it 2-1. No, let's give it 1-0 Charlotte. It's gonna be a close match to the end. I'm gonna give it like an 82nd minute. It's gonna be heartbreaking, but I think we lose. I'll give the goal to Vargas on the wing. He's a guy we didn't talk about, but 4 goals, 1 assist this season. 23 years of age from Colombia. He's a solid player. I'm gonna give him the goal. Assist from Toffolo. Give him his first MLS assist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I don't know what it is, but I feel like the Revs tend to play worse at home than we do away. We've won more games away, but I feel like in this game I don't think we end up getting the win. I want to be positive, but I do think we kind of got not lucky in the Columbus game, but we took our chances. Columbus really didn't. I feel like Charlotte will take their chances. I feel like we do lose. I want to say 2-0 Charlotte with both goals coming from Tokolomati, and I think maybe an assist from Zaha, maybe not, but I think we do end up losing 2-0. And I don't really see us scoring at home. And I do see more Fire Porter chance, even if Caleb Porter does not want that. So not what I want to see, but I think that's the result we're gonna get.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's just gonna blow the other way this time.
I agree.
In other news, Dora Turgeman is officially a New England Revolution player, which is good to see.
Yeah.
Striker from Israel, from Maccabi Tel Aviv. Very, very good striker. Hopefully he can do the same for the Revs. Popped off at the U20 World Cup.
Yes, U20 World Cup.
He's a good player, and he's a guy that I think can really level up this squad. If you want to hear more about that, though, go check out Fox with Footnotes over on Medium, run by me, Cecil, Kenney, Raphael, so us at Fox with Footers, and journalist Cameron Benefit. If you haven't already seen our episode with him, go check that out. I believe it was episode 25.
Yeah, I want to say you're right in that. 25, maybe 24.
I think it was 23.
23.
One
You're
of
right.
those. It's
23.
in the 20. It's in the 20s.
Yeah.
I believe it's 23. If you haven't already checked that out, go check that out. He does some great things over on his Substack at CamB11_ over on X. Go check that out. But yeah, make sure you go check out Fox with Footnotes, weekly newsletter that comes out off of Medium, where we break down all the Revolution news from that week. So no game, no real game.
Breakdowns, which you can find here.
You can find that here and on his Substack. But you get all the news that kind of gets shafted during our podcast. Yeah. So you get, our deep thoughts on the Maxi Rudy Luis Diaz waived cut type of thing. You got 3 weeks of news on Dort Turgeman and how that's gone. So hopefully you check out that. Week 4 should come out this coming Thursday. But yeah.
Yeah, be on the lookout for that. Well, hopefully we get into this game with Charlotte, and I hope we can do well in this game in Charlotte. Obviously, I didn't predict that. Maybe Caleb Porter and the team can surprise me, surprise both of us. Hopefully, we just play a little better. Would love to see Tuchman, probably not. But again, since we just signed him, I'd love to see him play, especially get a home debut. But if not, then I'd love to see him in his our next game, September 6th against Chicago.
That'd be great.
But yeah. That's all I got.
All right. Well, if you haven't already, make sure you're following us on X at Foxboro Fortress without the S. If you're on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed. If you're on Spotify, make sure you're following. If you're on Instagram, we're on there now.
Yeah.
Foxboro's Fortress. Comment or DM us with any comments or questions. Thank you, Leading Lights LLC, again for sponsoring this episode. Next episode should come Monday, unless otherwise noted. But with that being said, this was
Foxboro's Fortress.